What is going on, boys? This video is not gonna have no fancy edits, no cuts, no script at all either. So if you're looking for something that's gonna spark your dopamine levels, this video isn't one of them. You can click off. If you're looking to get some real game on how my mentality was like the main contributor to my success, then you can watch this video for the next 10 minutes or so, because I was thinking like, how the fuck did I end up here so quick when I was just working jobs I hated as security at a local bank? Also before the security, I was packing orders, and now to basically a year later, living my dream life, got my parents a house at 21. I have one of my dream cars, which is M3 competition. I'm making more money than I ever had. I'm in the best shape physically, mentally, financially, but this video isn't about me. It's about the mentality that has got me here. And don't get me wrong, there's strategy about hard work and smart work and what to do, what not to do. But the biggest contributing factor to my success, or whatever you want to call it, was my mentality. And so many people underestimate your mentality. I can tell you guys right now, your mentality is the only thing that can make you become successful or fuck it up. So if you guys are ready to hear all this game that I'm about to go over in the mentality, take a sip of your drinks, get some popcorn, whatever you need. Let's get straight to it. First one being raising the perception of yourself. A lot of us go around life and we think that we're not worthy. We think that we're not deserving. I know for me, I used to see other people having the life that I wanted, and I never thought like, oh, they had like a rich family, or I was like hating on them. I always thought that I knew I can do it too. And the fact that another human has what I want, it's possible, right? And nothing in this world is impossible unless it breaks the laws of physics. And I always thought like, why is it that there's other people who are less deserving and less worthy than me living the life that I want? And it comes down to the beliefs that they're subscribed to, right? They might think something's possible that you think is too hard or impossible. And whatever you need to do to raise your self-worth, because a lot of us struggle with self-esteem, myself included back then. I used to never think that I could have actually been successful. I could have got my parents a house at only 21 years old, right? And I'm about to go to Mexico literally in like a week and a half from now, right? But I'm not saying that, again, it's not about me, and I'm not saying that to flex, but it comes down to the mentality, right? I always knew that I was destined for more. So how can I become that person who's actually worthy? It's simply by aligning with that future version of myself. Whatever you have to do right now to raise your self-worth, to become that man who can actually be worthy of God's blessings and worthy of the universe, or whatever you want to call it, is blessings and everything that you'll get in this life, is simply raising your self-worth. What can you do? Hit the gym, work out, get in shape, consume self-development content, maybe podcast, work on your spiritual side as well, work on your mentality, whatever you have to do. I want you to think of your dream life. What man is he? What does he do on a day-by-day basis? Reverse engineer that, and I'm telling you, you're going to align with that person of you maybe 6 months, maybe a year from now in the future, who's living your dream life. And that's exactly what I did. I used to see the other people as not they had it lucky or whatever, but as they can do it, I can do it too. And I would get pissed off knowing that there's other people, which, it's truth be told, a lot of people aren't as deserving as maybe you watching this video. Maybe I'm not as deserving as you watching this video, right? And maybe some of you should get pissed off, because I'm a normal ass kid, bro. I was just playing Fortnite like 5 years ago, playing video games, right? But it's the biggest thing is understanding that it's possible. Once you understand that it's possible, it's becoming the man that's worthy of the success. Think about the life that you want. Think about the girl you're fucking. Think about everything. The biggest thing is actually seeing that success, and it starts with the mind. You need to have a vision, because if you don't have a vision, you will have no idea where to go. I knew that I wanted to drive an M3 competition from BMW. What did I do? I would go to dealerships trying to test drive the M3s, trying to sit inside the car, rev it, drive it. And I wanted to surround myself with success, because when I was working the 9-to-5 jobs, there was no way I can afford a car that is over 6 figures, right? Until I sat in it, until it felt more normal. And that's the biggest thing for a lot of you guys. You don't know it until you actually see it. You can see it on the screen. I saw it on the screen. I've seen people make millions of dollars on screen, but it doesn't feel real unless you actually see it in person. I would go to these dealerships. I would go on Zillow, which is a house market app, and I would look at these houses online. Sometimes I would try to schedule a tour. I'll be honest, I never actually scheduled a tour, but I would look online and I would see how other people are living. And I'm like, holy fuck, how are there other people living a better life than me when they have the same two balls that I do? And again, it comes down to the only difference, which is the beliefs that they're subscribed to. And I always saw myself as a man who was worthy of success, as a man who was deserving of actually living a fulfilled and successful life. And all it's always going to take is for you to think about who that man is and reverse engineer the steps you have to do to actually become that man. I don't want to give you guys spark words. I don't want to give you guys these dopamine cues that will make you watch this video for longer, because the truth is, a lot of you don't have no vision. You may have goals, but goals without an exact plan, without an exact strategy, are basically just dreams. And the only way to make those accomplish in real life is, number one, by going to sleep, right? Or you can actually have a plan and strategy on how you're actually going to accomplish these goals, right? But what stops most people from actually getting that plan out, and let's say they do have that plan, is the mentality. Sometimes they think it's not worth it. They have doubts, and everything that is not working with you is going to work against you. And I understood that, right? I understood that I was always going to have doubts, and I was always not going to feel like working every day. But I took a step back out of my position, right? I understood that the life that I was living today was because of everything that I was doing yesterday, my life before, in the past. All those decisions led up to my life today, working these jobs I hated. So I understood that I had to do something different. And something different was not repeating the same cycle of actions and detaching myself from my current situation, which was probably the hardest thing that I did, and it's probably going to be hard for a lot of you guys as well, right? The beliefs that you have right now, I can guarantee you, I can put my life on it, right? Everything that you believe now, if you were making 100K in a month, your belief system would be completely different. But so many of us think about who we are today, who we are now, and not who we want to become. And we act based on who we are today and not who we want to become. It's so simple. If you can visualize who you want to become and the man that he is, and I'm talking about in detail, painting the picture from where you're living, from the girl you're fucking, from everything and the man you'd be. If you can paint that picture and reverse engineer that physically, it's only a matter of time until you actually get to where you want to be. I'm telling you guys, it's not some crazy thing. If anyone else is telling you, oh, these mindset hacks, it's not true. You need something sustainable. And people call that belief that I had delusion, right? But it's not delusion. I saw a vision in the future that not a lot of people understood, and it's fine because it's my vision for a reason. It's only meant for me to understand. You guys have a vision. You have something that you want to accomplish in your life. Why are you expecting the rest of the world to understand your vision when God in the universe gave it to you for a reason? Who gives a fuck what everyone else is going to say? You need to visualize that 24/7 and remind yourself why you're doing the things you can do. I always knew that I was going to get my parents' house. I've been saying it since I was a kid. I knew I was going to do it. And guess what? I did. But you need to just have that belief, because if you genuinely knew in your heart how your dream life would look, how the man you would be, if you knew the amount of potential you had, you wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing you're so far from where you are. And that's how it was for me. And it's going to take a lot of dedication, a lot of resilience, right, to get to where you want to be. But I'm telling you guys, if you have that belief, if you have that vision, there's nothing in this world that can actually stop you. Excuse me, I just burped. If you have that belief into that future life that you're so-called living out. If you don't have that vision, you're going to drift around. Maybe you'll fall into, maybe a challenge will come into your way. You're going to give up because you don't know that vision. Continuously visualize, right? And try to materialize it in person. Go to the dealerships, see these nice cars. Go in a better environment. Travel the world. Do whatever you have to do physically so you can feel like the man mentally, because your mental reality is going to catch up to your physical reality very soon. The lights turned off, but that's it for this guy's video. The lights turned off, but that's it for this video. I know I just messed up. I'm just saying it again. I'm not going to cut it out just to show you guys that there's actually no edits. If this video helped, hit the subscribe button. If you guys want to book a call to make money off fitness and monetize it, I'll leave the link in the description. Peace out.